Like I showed you before, business model is connected with 9 blocks. I will give you a copy, each of you, that you will, in this copy you can write, like personal notes, that you will, like I said, this tool is very helpful for any idea you have. So you can put the personal notes there, and when you will have some other ideas, you can also use this one, and it will help you remember what goes in which block. I will explain you. Look, this is the tool which we'll be working on, because some of you mentioned also that you are interested in social enterprise. We will add 2 blocks more. I will explain you later. Let's say we'll add 4 blocks more, but at first I will explain you this picture. I also have video presentation, you will see how it works, and then we'll discuss about few blocks more, because we are trying to develop social enterprises, and we'll add also the box of the problem and solution, because this canvas don't have the box in which you write your problem and solution, and because it's very important, we will add this one. So that I'm clear. Now I will explain you this metric, this tool, and when you will start working on your own business idea, you will be doing this canvas for your own idea. Okay? I will explain you what goes in which block, and then you will, when you will working, you will be working in the groups. You will do the canvas for your own idea, or for idea of your group. Okay? Understand? Okay. Look, of course, if is one pager and everything is very important of this one pager, but the 2 blocks are extremely important, and this is the value proposition and customer segment. And when you are trying to fill out your canvas, you always start with this one, the value proposition and the customer segment. I will tell you what it's all about. Value proposition, the most important thing, this is there you write the statement why you are the greatest and the best on the market. What is the difference which is owned only by your enterprise. What is so unique on your enterprise. Let's say that you selling these cups, and when you go to the customer, you say, look, I have wonderful cup. Will you buy one? And then a customer say, so what? You have wonderful cup. And you must have prepared an answer. But my cup is, let's say, recycled. Okay, let's say recycled. My cup is not just an ordinary cup. My cup is recycled. So if you will buy my cup, you will reduce the waste, and you will participate in better future of your children, because they won't live in the so dirty world. Okay, I'm overrating a little bit, but I'm just trying to explain you what is value proposition. So the value proposition is what you are unique. What is the difference of all your competitors? What is the different about you? And of course, value proposition is very connected to the customer segments. What is customer segment? So customer segment means which type of people are you think that you're buyers, because you can't sell everything to everyone. This is forbidden in business. You can't. You always need to find some segments, some special group of people which could be your buyers. And let's say, and of course, every customer segment have their own value proposition. I will explain you also in this cup. So if the value proposition of this cup is that is recycled, so it's not a waste and it's cup furthermore, the segment of our customers is people who are engaged on this eco-environmental lifestyle, let's say, because if you have segment of customers which don't give a damn about ecological things, they just want to buy a new cup because new is good because it's not have scratches and stuff, you can't persuade them, you can't sell them, you know. And of course, if you have this value proposition and you have wrong customer segment, it don't go together. So you must think very clearly and wisely what kind of people your value proposition is the right one, you know. And that means that you can't sell everything to anyone. You must think very clearly what is the best thing on your product and which kind of person really gets it, you know, because all people never gets it. You must find some group of people which is more keen to your value proposition. And of course, one product could have more value propositions for more customer segment, but you must connect them properly. You know, the message, why is that cup very specific, must flow to the right segment of people, and this is very important. And the enterprises and the businesses who connect these value propositions with their right customer segments are successful, you know, because people buy, because people have the proper message, they understand what this company is selling, and they buy. And if this is messed up, you can never succeed, you know. And if you think about some successful business, some successful enterprise, you'll see they find their target group. They building something which have unique value proposition, and they find somehow the people who are very interested in that. So when you will developing your canvas, this is the most important thing, and you're trying to find why are you unique, and what kind of persons will be interested in that, you know. And Alexander Osterwalder, who wrote this book, Business Model Canvas, give advice that you're trying to draw a picture of your typical client, you know. There in this column you write, let's say, my typical client is female, which is old between, let's say, 30 and 40, and she is, let's say, married, live in a block of flat, earn, let's say, 1,000 euros or more. You know, you are very specific. You must be very specific. And why? Because when you will finish your canvas and when you will also make your prototype, you will have there your segment customer. And when you will go to the street, you will try to find one. You know, so one person who is similar than you written. You know. Am I clear? Mm-hmm. So you find, let's say that is a woman, it's age between 30 and 40, and when you will walking with your group and with your prototype on the street, you will try to find that kind of woman, and ask her if it's if this your idea is good for her, you know. Okay, and look, this canvas is written with the post-its. You know, you just put the post-its on the canvas, because everything you will do is just your preposition. You know, everything you will draw on your canvas is just in you. You think that it's the way it is, but when you will get back, you will see that in the market a lot of things are not like you draw. So it's very easy. Just then you put the post-it off and you put another post-it on with the information which you get from the market, you know. Because let's say that it's a woman from 30 to 40, and when you go to the street, you will see that she's not so interested about it, but maybe you will talk with some girl who is 20 years old, and you will see that she is very interested. So you will change your canvas in that section of your, let's say, of your age of your customer segment, and all the canvas is doing like that, you know. This is just your thoughts. This is just, at first is just what you think that it is, suitable, and when you are going on the street, when you come back, you always try to figure it out what is wrong on your canvas and try to fill it out with the proper information which comes from your clients. And this is all about Canvas, you know. Very simple to use, very easy, and allows you to constant changing stuff. And of course, you will see now, I will explain the channels. Let's say that you have value proposition, you have customer segment, and now you must figure it out how your customers will know about your value proposition. So you must use the right channels, you know. Because if, let's say, if you trying to organize computer workshops for old people, you know, and you use, let's say, you say, okay, I will use Facebook to promote my workshops. Of course, you selected wrong channel, because old people who don't use computer are not on Facebook, you know, and maybe you have great value proposition. So we have designed a program for teaching old people computer, but if you choose wrong channel, they will never get the message, you know, that you are doing this. So the third part, which is very important, is these channels, because you have it could happen, and it happened very often, that you have right value proposition, that you have good customer segment, but the people don't know you because you use wrong channels. You use channels which are not in use of your customers. Your segments not using them, but the other, let's say in this case of Facebook and workshops for the computers, for the elderly people, young people use Facebook. But when they will see the advertise on the Facebook, they will say, "Come on, I don't need the workshop on computer. I'm already using it." So wrong channel. And when you will doing your Canvas, it's very important that you use proper channels. So when you have in front of your eyes the proper customer, then you will try to get into your customer and figure it out what channels she or he using. Is this newspaper? Is this Facebook? Is this web? Is this fair? Is this open market? Is this supermarket big, and you have your little table there and you trying to sell things. So it's very important, this one also. So channels. And channels, of course, I already mentioned some of them are on the web, and some of them, of course, are like newspapers and television stuff, more classic one, and of course in person also. Like I said, fairs, open markets, some festivals or something. You appear there with your offer and ask people, will you buy it? Are you interested, you know? And everything depends on your customer. If your segment of customers goes to these, let's say, street markets, let's say that you have second-hand cups, again, that I'm doing on the case. If you have second-hand cups, okay, then I could say, okay, my segment of customers is more have more alternative lifestyle, so maybe they will appear in some street art markets where it's a lot of second-hand products is going on, and maybe they will be there. So my first channel will not be the web and the Facebook and the Google AdWords, but I will appear with my own table and my leaflets and my products there on this market, and this will be the most important channel. And then you go to one of these markets, and then you try, you make an experiment, you know, and you see if they are your clients or not, and you talk to them, and when you go back to the office, you write again, or maybe just add something in your canvas, and this works constantly. And let's say if when you make a promotion on Facebook, Facebook asks you, who do you want to see your advertising? You can choose female, years, everything you can choose. So more you have developed this thing, less problems you will have with your marketing, with your promotion, because you will know exactly to whom you are selling. Of course, this all could be mistake, but if you make it this like an experiment and experimenting all the time and talking to the people, you will figure it out quite quickly, maybe in weeks or in 1 month. And if you are just writing your business plan for half a year, this is a waste of time, you know, because everything is written on a business plan is just your thoughts, and you don't know if it works on the market. So this canvas helps you to be more quick, to be more efficient, to make your designing of your progress. You don't spend so much time on it, you know, because you are in constant conversation with your clients, and you're testing all of this. Okay, so now I explain you channels. Maybe about value proposition, I have something a little bit even more specific for you that you will see what I'm talking about. Alexander Osterwalder talks about this. The value proposition can be based on game creators, pain relievers, or customer involvement. So, try to, when you will work in the group, try to think about, is your product, your customers make happier? Is your product make their lives easier? Or maybe your product's outcomes are beyond their expectations. So if you're selling one product which is also in general use, and maybe you can design in a way that is far more better, and when they buy from you, they will say, wow, look at this, what they figured out, you know? And these are all game creators. Then you have pain relievers. So think about, is your product produce savings for them? Let's say money savings or time savings. Let's say that you're thinking about, are your customers feel better because of your product? Or maybe with your product, fix other performing solutions. So if you have some products which have a lot of problems with working, and you maybe somehow designed that is working properly, this is also one of pain relievers. And the third part of the value proposition could be customer involvement. So do you offer your customers that they can compare offers between, and then they, based between offers, they buy a solution? Very interesting nowadays is co-designing the solutions. So maybe if you can make your production of your products in a way that your customers they could have their own idea implemented, you know, like a little bit custom design in the end. So this is also one of value propositions. If you have all your competitors that just producing the products, and there you have your own product, and if you offer the customers that they can participate on the making the product and maybe implement some of their ideas to the product, this could be value proposition of all your competitors, you know, because you are the, let's say, at least the first one who offered them this kind of solution. And the third customer involvement is transfer product to friends, so that you're trying to establish business in which the customers are selling instead of you. You know, like you say, when someone buying something from the internet, let's say that it's connected with the Facebook, and appears there, oh, this one bought our very fancy product, you know. And so this means that other friends see that he's buying and make advertising even more faster, you know. And a few segments of people want to do that, you know, want to show that they buy something, and that appears in the Twitter or in the Facebook, and that is your extra promotion. And the funny thing is that they want to do that, you know. And maybe is this your value proposition? If no one of your competitors doing like that, you know. And when people ask you, so what? You have cups, so what? There you have some points in which you can, let's say, be different from all the others. So now I explain a little bit about key activities. So you write there all the major activities it must be done to operate. We said you heard now. Let's say if you want to open a restaurant, the HACCP system or approval that you are doing on HACCP systems is one of the first things that you must do. Or maybe rent a restaurant which has it, and you just operate in that restaurant. But you must have this one. And of course, other different activities. Let's say hiring people, hiring your office, bought equipment, making promotion. Everything goes in these key activities. And then you have key resources. So in that block you write what resources do you need. So if you have a restaurant, you need a place to have a restaurant. Or if you have let's say you will sell food on the street, you need a kitchen. So you need a kitchen to prepare the food, and then you need a bicycle or a car, which is some kind customized that it will allow you to sell the food on the street. So this is all the key resources you need, and of course resources are let's say material and non-material. The material resources are like we need a kitchen. We need a restaurant, maybe we need a factory, we need a car, we need an office, we need, let's say, computers and stuff. These are all material resources that you need to start. And then you have also non-material resources like knowledge. Knowledge is the most important non-material resource, and if you can also include it here in key resources. Like if you have a kitchen and you don't know how to cook, this is the missing resource, you know, and it's knowledge. You can have a kitchen and you can have a car and everything, but the missing part is non-material knowledge, so knowledge how to cook. So in that part you write all of the resources you need, the material and non-material. There you have key partners. Key partners are your partners who will help you operate your business. Let's say, again, if you have a restaurant, of course you will need suppliers. Suppliers are your first partners, so suppliers of the food. Some farmer will bring you apples and carrot and salad, and Pivovarna Lashko will bring you the beer, and the Pivovarna Union also, and you know, these suppliers of the restaurant are your key partners. Of course, key partner is also your accountant. Let's say that at first you will not employ accountant on your own, but you will hire some outsourcing accountant, and of course this is very important key partner, you know, because the laws and legislation is quite a difficult thing, and in the start it's very good to have one who is very experienced on that field. And of course this is also key partner. And let's say if you have a restaurant, the key partner could be the janitor, because everything, you know, because you are cooking and the heat and the steam and something, your equipment will break and someone must repair it, you know. So of course these are also key partners. So there you write all your key partners, which are very important to run your business. And then we have two blocks left. One is cost and one is revenue. So cost streams and revenue streams. Let's do first the cost. here you written all the major costs you will have to performing your restaurants. You don't need to write specific number, but just the words, you know, like payments every month. It's approximately in almost every business is the highest expensive. And of course, rent of the kitchen, rent of the restaurant, buying new equipment, marketing. Don't forget the marketing. A lot of people, when they are building this canvas, they forget the marketing. You know, marketing is half of your budget you can put on your marketing, especially at the first, because you know, you are new in the field and people must get to know you. And this cost, you know, this cost, you can't do it everything on you know, online free. You must invest on your marketing, and of course this is one of your cost structures. And of course you just look around your canvas and you'll see, okay, key activities, HACCP, okay, HACCP, to get HACCP permission will cost something. Okay, we must rent the kitchen. Okay, we must. This will also cost. Okay, our key partner is accountant. Okay, she will also. We must pay the accountant. Okay, it's also accountant here, and so you just look all the canvas, and then you put the costs in this block. And the last block is revenue streams. There you put how you will earn your money. How we will go ka-ching, 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 okay? Of course, let's say if we have a restaurant, of course, first you write here, okay, we will sell food and drink and we will earn money from that. But you can also go further and say, okay, we have a restaurant, so we have a kitchen. And maybe we don't use kitchen, let's say in mornings. Maybe in the morning we can borrow or rent a kitchen to some other cook, and maybe we can earn some money from that. Okay, then we have a kitchen and we have good cooks here. Maybe we can organize some cooking workshops and make money also from that. And okay, we have good cooks and very known restaurant. Maybe our cook can write a book about the food in our restaurant, and we can also sell a book, you know. And then you say, okay, we have a restaurant, very fancy restaurant, maybe we can organize cultural or learning events in our restaurant, and this will be the other source of money. You know, not just the basic, the ground business, but you trying to figure it out elsewhere you can earn money also, just because you are existing. You know, because when you're existing, you have some facilities, you have some organization running, and maybe you can earn some extra money. And everything you put here. Let's say I was working with some girls from Kran. They want to produce some clothes, and they say, okay, our business will be like that we will not have our own stores, but we will try to persuade the other owners of the clothes store that they just put our brand into their store. And of course, in that point, we need a van, we need a big car that will transfer our clothes to all Slovenia to the stores, you know, to our partners. So the partners are owners of the stores which sell clothes. We need a very big car that will be delivering our clothes to our partners. And of course, if we have a big car, maybe we can transport even some other objects from companies, let's say some packages or stuff in Slovenia, because our van is constantly driving around Slovenia, and maybe we can earn some extra money to delivering some other stuff to the other towns of Slovenia. You know? So they trying to think about that. And of course, when you will doing your canvas, try to think how can you earn extra money when you have your own business. Okay? And I forgot, I apologize, customer relationship is also one block. That means that in this part you trying to fill out with ideas how to build relationship with your client. You know, because if you have your good marketing strategy, the buyers will come and buy once. You know, because let's say that you look very good on the market. But if you don't have some strategy how to build the relationship, they will not come again. You know, so it's very important also to thinking about how you can develop some kind of more strong relationship with them. Let's say our grocery suppliers have these cards of membership. You know, this is one of possible ways to how to build relationship. You know, that the company gives you a card and then you're collecting some discounts and some extra bonus things just because of your card. And of course you can have cards, you have stamps and stuff that they collect. One of the most important customer relationship builders is your selling stuff, you know, and a lot of people who owns their business forget this. Let's say you have a business and then you are too big to doing everything on your own, and then you hire, let's say, students, and students start to sell because you don't have time anymore. But if you don't give them the proper education about your products, you know, this could be deadly for your business. Because these students who have no knowledge about your products will be the only live connection with your clients, you know. And if they are not good, you could have a very good product, but if they don't know how to sell, you have a problem here. So one of the best customer relationship builders is educated and good people who are selling your stuff. This is very important. And of course, nowadays a lot of customer relationship is built on community. You know, like when people buy your products, they are part of community. They are part of tribe, let's say. You know, they are like connected just because they own the same product. You know, and some companies they manage that they make, let's say, a community of buyers. You know, this is the highest level of customer relationship. Okay, now I will explain you in the video how this goes.
An organization's business model can be described with 9 basic building blocks: your customer segments, your value proposition for each segment, the channels to reach customers, customer relationships you establish, the revenue streams you generate, the key resources and key activities you require to create value, the key partners, and the cost structure of the business model. But it's not sufficient to just enumerate the 9 building blocks. What you really want to do is to map them out on a pre-structured canvas. This is what we call the business model canvas, a tool that helps you map, discuss, design, and invent new business models. Let's briefly go through the 9 building blocks, starting with the customer segments. These are all the people or organizations for which you're creating value. This includes simple users and paying customers. For each segment, you have a specific value proposition. These are the bundles of products and services that create value for your customers. Channels describe through which touchpoints you're interacting with customers and delivering value. Customer relationships outline the type of relationship you're establishing with your customers. The revenue streams make clear how and through which pricing mechanisms your business model is capturing value. Then you need to describe the infrastructure to create, deliver, and capture value. The key resources show which assets are indispensable in your business model. The key activities show which things you really need to be able to perform well. Key partners show who can help you leverage your business model. Since you won't own all key resources yourself, nor will you perform all key activities, then once you understand your business model's infrastructure, you'll also have an idea of its cost structure. So with the business model canvas, you can map out your entire business model in one image. This works for startup entrepreneurs just as well as for the most senior executives.
The whole canvas of these good examples, I will just explain you the value proposition in customer segments, and I will use two grocery, not grocery, retail, two big retail companies. One is Spar and one is Hofer. Do you know the Spar and the Hofer? You've been there? You all been there in Hofer?
Yeah.
And in the Spar?
Yeah.
Okay. I will take these two examples of these two retail stores just to give you an example what value proposition in customer segments do have Spar and have the Hofer. And let's say if we take the first Spar. Spar have a customer segments, consumers who buy with the pleasure, and they want to diversity products, so they want to have a lot of different products, you know, and their shopping, let's say, their shopping experience, they put a lot on shopping experience, you know. So if you go to Spar, you will see that everything is on the shelves. So the people who are there employed put everything on the shelves. You have very nice lights. Everything is very. You have a lot of lights that everything seems beautiful. Everything is very clean and in the place. And you have these small bags, you know, small not bags, kushara, small basket, you know, that you can go like, oh, I have this and this, and you're thinking about, okay, maybe not this, you know. Spar allows you to do that, so that you have proper shopping experience. In other way, the Hofer have the clients who won't spend a lot of time in the shop, so they try to connect with the clients which they don't spend a lot of time in the shop, and they especially like to do fast shopping. So that means that if you go to Hofer store, you will see that Hofer never built a store without the parking spaces, so that every customer can get very near the store. This is the first one. Parking spaces are very big, so that you can open the door and you can put all the things out and in. This is the first one. Every Hofer building in the world, it have the same structure. So if you have the Hofer everywhere, you will know where is the milk, where is the bread, everything. So when you go to the store, you can very easily shop everywhere because things are in the same place. This is also. They have also this rule that if there are 4 people waiting on the cash machine, they open in another cash machine. Also they don't have this, you know, this shell that when employ that this salesperson, you know, don't have a shell to put the things that you put in the bag, but it's everything organized like this, that when you are on the cash check, you just put everything back to your this shopping chair, and then you move aside and then put things to your bag, you know. So that means that everything is organized, that it goes very smoothly, that people don't have to wait. So they are both retail store. They both sells bread, milk and stuff, but they have other segments, and they deliver other value proposition. So value proposition from Spar is very good shopping experience. The value proposition of Hofer is very fast shopping, and that's it. And they have people who like to shopping fast, and the other have people who wants to have a lot of products and like enjoy this shopping experience, let's say. And that's it. Everything is quite similar, but the value proposition in customer segments Also, of course, both retail stores have different. And maybe just for information, I can tell you that when you have your value proposition customer segments, everything is connected around this. Because let's say Hofer says, okay, quick and easy buy. So our customers don't want to have a lot of different products, you know. So in Hofer stores, you have only 850 different products. In Spar, in City Park, you have 32,000 products, you know. And because Hofer have very small amount of products, that means they spend less money on these supplier chains, you know. This is the first part. And then they said, Hofer, okay, our buyers don't have to look everything perfect, so we could have our shelves don't like handily put it stuff, just put the whole package onto the shelf, just remove the first part of it, you know. And because they have this kind of organization, they employ less people. And because they employ less people, they don't have so much expenses of this. And in Hofer you often see that they have drinks and stuff, just put it on this wooden, yeah, you know, one person just give the whole pallet and just drop off, and that's it, you know. In Spar, everything is unpacked and delivered, that is looking good, you know. And because they employ less people, they have less products so the less expenses about supplying chains, they could offer the lower price, you know. And because that's why, because they are discount supplying store, you know. Okay. Okay, I will skip this one. And of course, examples of bad practice. Everyone who did not make it is example of good practice, you know, because the business model is the core of your company. And if you somehow manage to connect all these 9 blocks together, you will succeed, you know. And if you don't, you don't succeed. And all the companies who don't succeed are examples of bad practice of designing business models. Okay, now we will make the groups. The last thing I want to ask you is that when you will doing your canvas, every group will have this little bigger one. You will put four more blocks on your canvas. Let's say here you make 2 blocks in which you will put the problem you are solving and the solution. So on the left block you will line out the problem you are solving, and in the right block you will put the solution. And for those who want to establish social enterprise, it will be very good if you put also 2 blocks here in the bottom. In one you will put out the social cost you will produce with your social enterprise, and there is social revenue. What I mean with that, so let's say that you are operating with your social enterprise. Of course, revenue streams is money, but because you are a social enterprise, you are dealing or developing also one social impact. You know, something good for society is going on, and it's very good to point out here social revenue. What does the society, what the environment have of your company? What is the benefit, which is not collected with the money, but it could be some other. Let's say in this cup, it will reduce the waste. This could be a social revenue of this cup. And of course, a social cost. Every business which operate also have some, let's say, maybe not the damage, but some impact on the society, on the environment. So if you have an office, you of course need paper, you produce waste. At winter you must warm up your office, and of course that means also pollution. So in this, on that, try to figure it out, what impact on society, on environment, in terms of cost will have your social enterprise. So also cost and also revenues, because everything which is operated have some impact on the society or on the environment.